I'll tell a story quickly of the woman whose words are on the cover. The woman who first said, "I don't like the blues." In the book, her name is I call her Miss Irene, and she was when she was alive, she since passed, the director of a funeral home in Clarksdale. And I was talking to her in her office, and at one point we were talking about music, like what kind of music do you like? What kind of music do you listen to? And she talks about, like, she loves Marvin Gaye and Luther Vandross. And she's like, what's the guy that sings Mom's Apple Pie? You're like, Mom's Apple Pie? Tyrone Davis. And she's like, I like him. I love him. And then a little bit afterwards, I asked her, Tyrone Davis is a Southern soul blues singer. I asked her, how do you feel about that, the blues? And this is where she says, I don't like the blues. It saddens me. And it became clear in the moment. This is the moment. This is the moment where my work in Clarksdale becomes a blues project, because it becomes clear that the blues is like a lot. It's a lot packed up in there. How can you love Tyrone Davis and Mom's Apple Pie, and then 20 seconds later say, I don't like the blues, it saddens me? And then as we talk more and more, your focus shifts to downtown in Clarksdale, where Ground Zero and all of those places are, blues clubs, blues museums, heritage markers. Your focus shifts there, and there's this sense of frustration and dissatisfaction. And what I heard from Miss Irene, and for so many of the other folks who talked how she talked, who said some of the same things she said, what I heard from her is a couple of things. One, like, listen to us. Yes, the idea that blues tourism, that rooting an economic development agenda in tourism, that ain't no new idea. Go look in Orlando, go look at Disney. Like, that ain't no new idea. The idea that will generate new revenue streams, will bring more money to the town, to the area, of course, absolutely. And if we look at if we look at how much money, where the money has come from in Clarksdale and in the Delta, absent tourism and blues tourism in particular is a big part of that. What Black folks in Clarksdale said to me, I ain't arguing. This ain't no argument. This is just me telling y'all what somebody told me. What Black folks in Clarksdale said to me is like we didn't ask for. We was just like, what we want is to send our children. We want to send our young people to a school where we can trust that they will get the best instruction, where their materials won't be outdated and raggedy. What Black folks in Clarksdale told me is, I want to be able to go somewhere and see a physician and trust that I'm getting the best care, that I'm getting quality care, and that I can count on that the next time I go, and the next time I need to go, and when my auntie needs to go, and when my grandma needs to go. What Black folks in Clarksdale told me is, I would like to work at a workplace that will pay me enough money to live. That's what I'm asking for. I ain't asked for no Ground Zero or no blues museum or no blue. I asked for a better stake in life. I asked for opportunities to improve my life standing. So one thing that I heard from Miss Irene in that conversation in her office, and that I heard from so many of the other folks that I talked to, is listen to the concerns that we have. Listen to the aspirations that we have for this place. Black folks in Clarksdale love Clarksdale and love the Delta. Listen to the aspirations that we have for this place. That's the first thing, is listen. I end the book again with the words of Miss Irene, and I ask, what do you want for this place moving forward? I ask that to everybody. I ask this to Miss Irene. She says, for us to have something that can be ours.